TV sounds funny in the evening, you're watching live from Studio 6B on Real America's Voice.
Well, Aaron, giving you the quick early tease on what's coming up tonight. Of course, that's opening night of the NFL. Big odds makers, even though it's going to be just one game. It's the initial odds makers of the year before we do the big first odds makers tomorrow night at the America First Warehouse. Welcome on in, everybody. Real America's Voice, live from Studio 6B on a Thursday, September 4th, 8 p.m. on the East Coast. Glad you're in. Slick's going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
I just don't know in what form he'll be here tonight. He'll be here, regular Slick, at least to start the night at, whenever he gets here. He's at his chamber meeting now. But then he will not be sitting here on the set. He will be sitting, we have a live camera that will be showing Slick, there it is, in Harry on the Highway's office with the Dallas Cowboys game and the Philadelphia Eagles game. So we will be watching Slick. We should have done like a little box, Aaron, on top of the Live from Studio 6B lower third part logo, so we could have Slick on at all times while we're doing the show. Maybe we have to think about that.
He'll be in chambers. That's like him being in chambers.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
because he's in my estimation, he is in for a long night tonight. A long night tonight.
It'll be 14-0 by the end of the first quarter.
I was streaming this afternoon, and I said on the stream, the only positive thing for Slick tonight is that we're on the first floor. And the windows in Harry's office are kind of like the windows at the White House.
Yeah, he will live if he throws himself out.
Yeah, we're on the first floor, so that's good. So,
all right, good.
Unless, of course, he has an aneurysm from watching his team play.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long season for Slick, I think.
It certainly seems like it's going to set up to be that way, and tonight will be. Well, listen, we all could look like fools. Wouldn't be the first time for me, obviously. At least maybe the first time today, but not the first time. Maybe they're better than we think. So we'll see. Slick's hoping they are.
And they scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And they only lose by 30. Right. 50. We'll see.
We still have the Jets, so we're not in the clear.
Well, you and Aaron, I guess, have the Jets.
You have the Jets.
I like the Jets and Giants. I go right down the middle.
Well, then you're just like a phony fan. You're not even just ridiculous.
I'm a complete phony fan.
What do you mean you like the Jets and the Giants? How's that possible?
I like the New York teams. I follow them both.
You can't like both.
I do.
You can't.
How about Mets and Yankees?
The Mets?
My dad likes both.
I grew up a Mets fan, and then when the Yankees got Paul O'Neill, I became a Yankee fan.
Do you like don't even answer this one, but don't tell me, do you like the Islanders and the Rangers?
I do. I like it, but I'm an Islander fan. I'm an Islander fan. Yeah.
You are the worst New York fan that there is out there.
Oh, I got blown up there. What happened?
The worst New York fan. The New York fans do not.
I'm a New York fan. That's the thing.
All right, last one. Do you like Tate McRae and Britney Spears?
You sure that's the last one? Because I say not applicable.
Well, if that's the case, then you probably also like the Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo Sabres. They're New York teams.
I like Buffalo because they win.
Like Metro New York teams.
Yeah, okay. That's true.
So then you're a Devils fan. That's a Metro New York team.
I don't follow the Devils either. But listen, if the Islanders are not in it, I will root for the Rangers. And if the Jets aren't in it, I will root for the Giants. And if the Mets aren't in it, I'll root for the Yankees and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. I don't know how you could be both a Yankee and a Met fan.
You can't.
You can. Well, if the Mets play the Yankees, I'm a Met fan.
So then you're not a Yankee fan.
So you're a Met fan.
So you're a Met fan. Just say I'm a Met fan, and because I like to win once in a while, I jump on the Yankee bandwagon.
Hang on. Let me call my therapist here for a second, because I might need to get some professional counseling on this.
I want to say hi to everybody in the chat, wherever you're watching, especially on the Real America's Voice YouTube tonight, where I believe we're live there. We'll be live there during the commercial. So if you haven't followed yet, make sure you head over to the Real America's Voice YouTube. Just go to YouTube, go in the search bar on the homepage and type in Real America's Voice. Boom! Boom! First one there, you'll see it, and it'll say live, and that'll be us. And it's live all day long with all the great shows, by the way. So just bookmark it, and then hit the little bell notification so you get notified when they go live, which is all day long. So you can you'll see all the shows, including us, 8 to 10, right there in the chat. We'll try to get over there into the chat as well. Wherever you're watching on social media, we appreciate it. Rick Delgado's here. He's going to do the news. Mr. Delgado, how are you?
I am good. It is, of course, a Thursday night shirt night. So, of course, I'm wearing my Thursday night shirt. Damon. Good day. Good day. I'm just wondering if there was any news that is worth talking about. Oh, yes, there was.
Ooh.
There was a lot of great news. I
Okay,
saw a
well-
lot of good stuff. I got to watch your stream a little bit this morning when it popped up.
Thank you.
No, you weren't on it, Vince.
Yeah, you weren't on
Sorry.
it. Vin.
I
Who's
was
talking to you?
streaming
Nobody's
as well,
talking to
but not on TV.
Yeah.
So I watched your stream for a little bit. Good stuff covering the RFK attempted inquisition that he smashed them back in the face
Well,
several times. so I
RFK
enjoyed
was
that.
literally doing the Lord's work today.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
So that was fun. That made my day that much better. So
My stream did. Thank you. I'm glad.
well, not your stream.
Well, what'd you?
RFK Jr.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, but you
Islands
said
in
you
the
were
stream.
watching my stream.
I said I was watching your stream.
That made your day. Thank you very much. Vince here.
Thank
Vinny
you.
Mac, how are you?
Since it's Thursday Shirt Day, I want to show the shirt that was sent to us. I got a shirt, and I think everyone got a shirt from one way or another from Sherry Merrill.
No,
there you go.
actually, you got 2 shirts, and that was it.
I got 2 shirts. I got a Vinnie Mac shirt she sent me, which I'm very happy about.
2 Vinny Mac shirts, didn't you?
Yeah, a white one and a blue one.
Well, that's your
Yes.
name.
I'm sporting the blue one. Has my name.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for picking that up there, Rick. Very astute of you. So I wanted to wear it tonight and thank her personally for a great
It looks
shirt.
good.
Well, when you're a former model like I have been for many, many years, these types of things do fit well.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks good on you, though.
Looks
You're
good
right.
on you. You got a bowl of soup with that? Okay. 6 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Slick will be here, and we'll maybe do some sports.
You know what? He doesn't have a chamber meeting. I think he's pre-gaming
No, he said he had a meeting. He said
or pre-crying.
He was pre-crying. Yeah,
that too.
Yeah, a little therapy for him too.
so. RFK today, and those of you who are watching the stream like Delgado, and it made your day too, I hope.
Yep.
You know a lot of what I'm going to say because you watched it. But to be serious, RFK Jr. today literally did the Lord's work in what he had to face. And the title of my stream this afternoon was "Come watch as Republicans all act like Democrats in questioning RFK Jr." Because it was impossible to try to be distinctive in who was who. If you just closed your eyes and listen to the stupid questioning and their inability to let him talk. These hearings at one point used to actually, at least one side would try to go in and actually extract some information for you, the citizens, to try to learn something. And what we saw today was just further proof that both sides are corrupted by big pharma dollars.
Mm-hmm.
No question.
And there's just no way around that because the Republicans today, most of them were as pathetic. Well, first of all, it started outside before we even got into the hearing with, unfortunately, John Kennedy. And we love John Kennedy's for his little appearances on Fox and his little funny things he says. But let me just be the first to say it. He's quickly becoming Lindsey Graham 2.0.
Oh, no.
As he's calling for RFK to resign. And I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it. RFK Jr. is the most popular cabinet member of Trump's team for a reason. People recognize the scam that has been public health in this country, the scam that has been the COVID vaccine, I don't want to call the childhood vaccine the whole thing a scam, but every parent who's may had to make these decisions understands that 26 to 30 shots in the first 36 months of life, you need your head examined if you think your kid needs that.
It
And you're just going to go, okay, that's what the schedule is, doc. That's what I'll do. Just stick them whenever you're supposed to. And whatever it is, I'll just follow along like a drone. If that's your going in, I don't know. You need your head examined. So RFK Jr. understands all of this. He also understands what went on in the Biden administration. And he understands, unlike all of the questionnaires today, the difference when it comes to the COVID vaccine specifically, the difference between the process and the product. Because everybody keeps asking him, do you agree? They're all President Trump fans today. Did you notice that? All the Democrats are big President Trump fans. He deserves prizes. He deserves this. He deserves that. Do you agree that President Trump deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for what, or the prize and whatever the prize is for the Operation Warp Speed? And he says, yes, I think what he did was great. Oh, well, then why you? And then they try to get to the vaccine part, and maybe he could have done a better job of saying, I think what the president did in getting through the red tape, getting these people to get this together, he put pressure on them that's never been put on. They did this in record time to get something to market. Mm-hmm. All of that, fantastic. Unbelievable. No one else could do it. What they ended up giving him was a disaster.
Yeah.
Process, product. Two different things, two completely different stories. But the questionnaires today had no interest in that, Vin.
I've got a lot to unpack here because we talked about this the other night in the show. Number one, Trump did an amazing job. He got the vaccines made. He got duped by everybody who told him the vaccines were going to do this or that. So that's number one. Number two, the great awakening for this country, to the points you just made about parents and all the vaccines and all the CDC, all of our health system, the great awakening was COVID. We all realized we got duped by the very people we're supposed to be, trusting blindly in many ways. And my third point is I go back to Elon Musk and Doge. And why do I go back to that with RFK? Because what Elon Musk did is what RFK is trying to do. He went in and he looked at all of our spending. He found lots of corruption. He found a ton of waste. He found a lot of people that don't need to be there. What did RFK do? He's done a Doge in what's going on there. And it's not even like myth or someone just coming up with their own view of this. What happened, what RFK has said, is just flat out wrong. They misled us. And then you unpack the whole autism thing. And you look at, an article came out today about the CDC burying some study that showed autism's connection to some of these vaccines. So you put all this together and you're like, go RFK. He's doing God's work in a sense for all of us that are in our country, but the way they've gone after him is very Elon Musk-like.
Right.
When that system of corruption is being challenged and we're taking those pieces down, this is what they do, left and right.
It's their money system. It's their money scheme. It's their grift. They can't have that interrupted. Vin, what are you talking about? Stop it with your nonsense. As a matter of fact, one of the things that kind of jumped out at me as he had to deal with a-holes on both sides of the aisle throughout the day was that he should have started every answer to those questions with, I'm only here because all of you failed.
Yeah.
As he pointed out, the change in the health of this country that went from when his uncle was president to when now President Trump is president, how sickly this country has become. The only reason why Trump is here, Secretary Rubio's here, Pete Hegseth is here, Kristi Noem is here, and Tulsi Gabbard is here, and RFK Jr. is here because all of you people standing there for the last 10, 20, 30 years have failed in your jobs. Simple as that.
Well said.
And continue to fire them all.
All right, live from Studio 6B, I'm happy to let you know that Slick is in the house.
Yes.
No.
For what's going to be a long night for him. 13 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. We're back. See if we can get a live shot of Slick getting set up.
Yeah.
We're back right after this. You ready?
Come on, man.
It's 10-0 already.
Might as well go home now then. Might as well go home now if you want to see a close game.
Yeah, this is as close as the game is going to be.
Go watch, I don't know.
0-0.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, Sherry, yeah, you saw I'm wearing the shirt. I told you I would tonight, so thank you.
And
Good
you
to see you on
shouted her
Facebook.
out.
Yeah.
You did the old shout out.
I did the shout out.
Crazy kids love the shout out.
It's a nice shirt, by the way. Feels great. You should feel it.
Would you like me to? Strange request.
I'll need a couple of drinks, but okay.
From a former model.
Former. Yeah. No longer practicing.
Right.
I say that to people sometimes, and they don't know what to say because they're like, yeah, okay. How do you respond to someone who says they were a former model? I was not a former model.
And that you're no longer practicing.
I just like to say it.
Weren't you on Star Search or something, Vin?
I won the 1980 Young Comedians NBC show. I was there, and I won it.
Yeah. I knew there was something. I just couldn't remember what it was.
That was my big thing. You remember when Paul Luna found clips from it?
So what happened?
I didn't want to be in stand-up comedy. I just was kind of funny around the dorm, and I wound up auditioning.
Is there a camera on the? Is there a mic on the camera just to get when he yells, "No, not another touchdown"? Okay.
Do we have do we have a camera? We should have a camera outside the window, so when he jumps,
we have a defibrillator.
Catch that.
We had the defibrillator ready to go.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Watch the Cowboys blow them out tonight. No,
I know.
Absolute.
That's what's going to happen. Well, I went for an audition. I won the audition. I won the next audition. I didn't know what I was doing. Next thing I know, I'm on the Tonight Show set. One of 4 people picked for this show. But it wasn't a lifelong dream, you know. I just did it because I was in California and it felt like the right thing to do. It was fun. Here he is.
Oddsmakers starts tonight, right?
Yeah, you look good in a hat.
Right now, we're doing do it right now.
You do.
Vin?
You look good in that.
Thank you.
You could totally pull that off.
Come on, we get the rodeo.
Yeah. Some people can't pull off a hat like that. No, it's a big hat. Damon could pull off a hat like that.
Most people can.
I couldn't pull off a hat like that.
Ba-da-ba-da-da. 17 past the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Thursday night, tomorrow night, back live at the America First Warehouse. 8 p.m. we go live, and if you're lucky enough to be around the area or you're making it here to the America First Warehouse, we'll see you there, and it's always a great time there in the house as well. We'll be there. All the boys will be there tomorrow night, and we hope we'll have a great crowd there. And Kevin Downey Jr. and Vin and then Rick Delgado and Slick and Paul and everybody will be there. We'll get out there and talk to you guys in the commercial breaks. It's always fun to have people on. Kevin does a great job with people, although Rick and Vin do a great job. Everybody does a great job.
Yeah.
They can all do it.
What song should I play? You know, anything I can play for you before we get going on the piano tomorrow?
I'll get back to you. Let me think about that. I'll get back to you about 10:01.
You got any Bon Iver in your repertoire there, Vin?
Any what?
Any Bon Iver?
No Bon Iver. No, Bon Jovi.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what Bon Jovi? No, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know.
It's My Life.
Yeah. Okay.
Living on a prayer.
Yeah, and then a very unknown ballad by Bon Jovi called Sha Na Na, I believe it is. Yeah, I'll come up with some stuff.
That was the B-side. Yeah, the B-side records.
That was B-side.
Slickster, how are you?
I'm doing good, Big D. Fired up.
Are you fired up right now?
Woo.
Well, for now, you got to love it while it lasts. You know,
Yeah.
but, it's going to be tough. We're at Lincoln Financial Field playing against Dr. Joe Biden's favorite team,
Yep.
the Eagles, right?
Yep.
So we shall see. You want a prediction from me? Is that what you want?
Well, that's a good idea, Slicker. Let's do it for the first time this year, even though it's only one game. Let's fire it up, Aaron. Let's do a little Oddsmakers. Hey. All right, here we go. First game of the season, Oddsmakers. We go to Lincoln Financial Field. Throw it up, Aaron. There it is. Oddsmakers Week 1. Dallas at Philly.
Hopefully, I'm not throwing up.
Let's make sure. The line hasn't changed. What do I have on there? Philly minus what? 8.5.
Yes.
Philly minus 8.5 is the play. Slickster, I'll come to you first. Where are you going here?
Well, I don't know that Dallas is going to be able to win the game, but I'm going to take the 8.5. I think it'll be a closer game. I think it'll be within a touchdown, possibly a 3-6-point game.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm not thinking 31-7 blowout like you.
Okay, so you're going to take Dallas plus 8.5 tonight?
Yes, I'm going to take the points.
All right. Slick's going to take the points. Aaron, where are you going to go in this one?
I'm taking Philly minus 8.5 all the way. I think it's going to be a blowout, no doubt.
Really?
Interesting.
Now, is that influenced by me talking all week? Is that truly what you think?
No, that's truly what I think. I've thought
Okay.
that since, like, July.
Huh.
Don't even tell me you're picking the Cowboys right now. Do not start.
He did hear
David.
Joe Biden's
Do
favorite
not
team.
start.
So
I'm also picking the Philadelphia Eagles.
Thank you.
In an absolute rout. Rout City. of the Cowboys tonight. 8.5 looks like too many points, even for the defending champs on opening night. It's flag night there. They're doing it now. You got Boys to Men singing the national anthem.
BBD. Ooh,
It looks so easy to take the Cowboys here with those points. I got to take Philly in a blowout. So
Yep.
I'm taking Philly as well. So Slicks on the Cowboys plus 8.5. Me and Aaron on Philly. I'm on them for my life. If I could bet them, I would. Minus 8.5.
Tell me how you really feel.
And there you go. So there's our new graphics for the Oddsmakers, too. I got all the games ready to go for week 1.
Woo.
Wow. Oh, man, it's going to be fun tomorrow
That's
night
awesome.
at the American First Warehouse. Our first guest of the Oddsmakers is going to be none other than Farmer Brooke.
He's looking to mow down the competition.
Oh, yeah.
He told me on the stream this morning he's going to bring the heat.
Yeah.
I said, well, you better bring the winners, not the heat. And
He's
said,
been
well,
ready for this for months.
He's been
emailed
milking
me
it.
last week and said,
Literally.
hey, can I just come on the show and give my picks?
Well, he did well in the preseason. We said he's got to hit a certain percentage, and he did. So there we go.
Yeah, I
We're
think he
gonna
went
kick-
like 15-7, something crazy.
Yeah, we'll kick it off with him week 1. So tomorrow night, live from the America First Warehouse.
Let's
so.
hope he has a better hat than Slick for tomorrow night.
My hat's nice. What are you talking about?
I hope
All
he
right,
brings
Slick,
his
do
chicken.
you want to now go to your retire?
I want to go to the rubber room. Yes. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to go to. I'll head over there.
Just
now.
remember, we're on the first floor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
don't
right.
be trying to pull any.
These windows are like the White House. I heard you
Yeah.
on your stream earlier. Yeah, I heard you this morning. I was on there on Big D's stream this morning, which was, by the way, excellent. Get a chance, tune into Big D during the day, man. It's really awesome.
It made Delgado's day today, he said so.
Really?
I didn't say that.
That ain't saying much.
All right, there goes the Slickster. He's going to get ready to watch his Cowboys get creamed. So 21 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. So back to RFK. Let's talk a little bit more about what we saw today.
Yeah.
I kept hearing from the Democrats basically that the RFK is basically a crackpot. He's a kook. He's this. He's that. Aaron, throw this up. I want to remind you, this is the Secretary of Defense under Joe Biden. Now, I don't want to hear about RFK being a crackpot or a kook when all of these people during COVID were doing things like this. Because that right there is crackpot. That's what it looks like. Not RFK Jr. That right there.
That's
thinking
cult-like.
that was somehow going to have some effect on what was going on, that somehow was going to protect you as the Secretary of Defense of the U.S. walking around like that. And who's the kook? Give me a break.
I'll go one further, Damon. The fact that they did stuff like that and they knew, because we all saw when there was a bunch of outtakes from video of all these people. Oh, we're doing a picture. Oh, the video's going to be on. Oh, let's put our masks on. They put on their mask. We saw it from Dr. Fauci. He was standing there before he went out to go on a podium, standing there without his mask, and all of a sudden it's like, oop, I got to go out there. He puts his mask on, walks out, takes the mask back off so he can talk on the podium. Bull. I call bull on all that. It was all for show. It was all nonsense garbage. Playing with everybody's minds, playing with everybody's heads, saying, oh, you got to do this or you're going to be dangerous, and we can't allow that. Even the Secretary of Defense. Look, the Secretary of Defense is very, very mindful to be as healthy as possible, trying to get everybody to buy in, and it was all garbage.
Yeah. They're in particular, their lies today about COVID. They all know what really happened here. They all know that, we have natural immunity. They all know that many, many deaths, probably more than half the deaths, maybe even more, were basically just called COVID when they weren't caused by COVID, and couldn't even calculate the amount of deaths from people that took the vax. There's an unprecedented number of young people dying, and yet they're challenging RFK like, you don't know the data. You don't know how many people died. And he's like, I don't, because they messed with the data. The data's not accurate. It doesn't show what the real stuff is. That was his argument. I thought, one thing he did well today was he just didn't take it. He fought back at every turn. I like that about him in general, because I think he called Pocahontas and said, you took $800,000 from Pharma. Bernie, you did too. Like, you guys are all on the take. You've been here for 25 years. You haven't done anything. And to what Damon said earlier about the health, I think maybe it was you, Delgado, about the health of our country, just being terrible, and him coming in and saying, look, you guys oversaw all of this. I'm trying to fix it. But I thought he was pretty good going back at them.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, hurrah.
And what he can learn from today, and what we all who watched it already knew, but it certainly was reinforced, that any kind of attempt at bipartisanship with some of these people is just an effort in futility.
No.
They're all evil. They're all on the take. They're all just grandstanding out for themselves and whatever the next grift is for them. It has nothing to do with public health, has nothing to do with public information, has nothing to do with trying to actually learn. The only person who asked any questions that elicited anything was Ron Johnson and to some degree Barrasso, who said, explain to us how you're going to do X, Y, Z, or explain at least something to give the guy a chance to explain what he's thinking, explain why he's doing what he's doing. There was very few, even Republicans, who asked that. The rest of them are just a bunch of grandstanding, empty suit, gold-plated phonies. And that's just a fact. That's just what they are. And they're evil. And any attempt at bipartisanship with any of these people is just useless.
The sad state of our Congress. You know, when you see
Sick of all of them.
people like this, the way they just attack.
All right, live from Studio 6B. We'll do some news with Vinnie Mac and with Rick Delgado. Sports with Slick, maybe. He's getting ready to watch his Cowboys. We've only run one play. We have an injury already, so we'll have to see what happens.
And a penalty.
We're back right after this. Wait, so Jalen Carter got hurt on the first play?
No. This guy being walked off, unsportsmanlike conduct for spitting on Dak Prescott.
He's
The other
thrown
guy,
out of the game?
That guy is the guy that got hurt, number 43. I don't know his name. He got hurt on the initial play.
So Ben Van Smeren is already out.
Easy for you.
Looks like he's out. And the other guy got kicked out?
Looks like it.
Yeah, like he's going for a nice long walk.
Well, that doesn't that's not playing well into my
Blowout assessment. Chat live in the chat.
Hey, there's Rick Delgado. Rick, you got a new country album coming out next year?
Huh?
I mean, Slick Rick. Sorry.
What are you?
Yeah, not Rick
You don't
Delgado.
even know our names.
What's
You're
your
a
name?
terrible
Well, you've been
person.
mispronouncing my name
You're
for months.
Vinnie Mac. How can I screw up Vinnie Mac?
Now that you went to Mac, you know, it's a lot
Oh
easier
my
for
goodness.
you. You had the Buddha,
I had the Buddha.
Yeah. You didn't have any of that.
Well, we don't know what it is.
What
You
an
keep changing
idiot.
your
He
name.
spit on Dak Prescott.
You're
What
like a
moron.
chameleon.
One of their best players.
Oh, I can hear Slick. I like
Yeah.
that.
Jalen Carter's one of their best players on the line. Nice move.
That's what I just said.
Unbelievable.
That's good for you.
Slick's a Cowboy fan?
No.
I think so.
I'm a Texan fan.
Yeah, I could see that. You should have come here on a horse. That would have been the entrance, okay? Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Like a rhinestone. Wow. Wow. He thought it was Hack Prescott. How do you do it? He's crazy. That's typical. I hate to say it, Philly, but that's the class team that they are. They always
Oh, he goes right after that.
No,
Yeah,
listen,
that's it.
Delgado, this goes back to the 70s. Look at this. Oh,
Are you ahead of us, I guess?
I don't know. I got the Harry O specialty. Yeah,
That's last year's game on Harry's TV. Yeah.
Harry's got last year's
He's got
game on.
2024's opening game.
I would have wiped down that chair if I were you.
Oh, man. That was the worst.
Studio 6B, 30 minutes past the hour on a Thursday night. Real America's Voice and across the airways, of course, of 103.9 LI News Radio. Glad you're in. Slick is here. He's not going to do any sports tonight because he's watching his. There you go. Look at that. Just what I asked for. Aaron and Fran are the best. There's Slick in the bottom right-hand corner. He's watching his Cowboys, so we'll have instant reaction from Slick. Oh, there we go. Speaking of, down to the one. Look at the Slickster go. There he goes.
Can we get a medic? A medic to Harry's office, please.
Oh, he's excited about his offense now. On the goal. First drive, looking good. This could end up being UNC number 2.
I was going to say, it's very Belichick-like, right, on this first drive?
That's a good start.
We'll see. Philly's going to try to punch. Dallas is going to try to punch it in here, and I guess we'll know right away when Slick's, they're going to go to the
and there's the flag.
penalty. There's a flag.
There's the flag. I would have thrown the flag.
Delgado's going to do some news right now. Vinnie Mac's got some news coming up. Aaron and Fran, of course, holding it down as always. We got Slick Cam there, so you can see Slick during the whole game.
Slick Cam.
But let's do some greatest headlines in the world. And here with that's Rick Delgado. What's going on, Delgado?
All right. Well, thank you, Damon. And again, let's go right to the biggest headline of the day. Had to be RFK Jr. Up on the Hill today, answering questions from the corrupt politicians known as the Swamp. You want to call? You remember what they used to call the rumble in the jungle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember
all those
that?
fights.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, today was the romp in the swamp as RFK Jr. took on the grifting senators that decided to ask him some, attack him, basically. I thought this was probably, and I think this was from his opening statement, cut number 8 here, where he tells everybody exactly why these people needed to be fired and breaks down the numbers as to what has happened in this country. This is cut number 8 from RFK. Check this out.
This morning, I got the latest numbers from CDC that 76.4% of Americans now have a chronic disease. This is stunning. When my uncle was president, it was 11%. 1950, it was 3%. Today, it's 76.4%. 8 out of 10 of our kids cannot qualify for military service. This is a national security issue. When my uncle was president, we spent 0 on chronic disease. Today, we spend $1.3 trillion. It's the biggest cause. It's increasing. And all of the arguments that Republicans and Democrats have about single-payer, Obamacare, or with the various ways of allocate the health dollars, they're all like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. If we don't end this chronic disease, we are the sickest country in the world. That's why we have to fire people at CDC. They did not do their job. This was their job to keep us healthy.
Thank you,
and
Mr.
I need to fire some of those people to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think that's the best thing he said all day was, again, addressing the people who did not do their jobs. It's simple. You got one job. If you can't get it done, you're out the door. It's like, hey, I hired you to create a company for me that produces computers, supercomputers. And what do? You come up with the microwaves. Guess what? You're fired because I didn't ask you to create microwaves. I wanted supercomputers. You gave me microwaves. You're fired. But in government, government is not a jobs program. I think that's what Democrats and deep state Republicans all think. That it's a jobs program. We have to keep creating jobs so we can fill them with people who need jobs, and then never fire them because they're incompetent and don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, you're not allowed to fire them either.
Right.
I mean, you have to go through hoops. But one thing that really stuck out in that clip that you said, 80%. Yeah. 80% of the citizens in this country, think about the recurring revenue the pharmaceutical companies are getting to treat 80% of our people with some sort of remedy to whatever they're feeling, right?
Exactly.
And he didn't even touch on the mental health problem going on here. All the anxiety these kids have now, all this stuff. It's outrageous. How can any senator push back on statistics like that? Yep. I mean, it's indefensible.
But they all tried because that's exactly what happened. You had 3 Republicans, maybe a couple more, actually join Democrats in their opposition in the Senate to criticize Kennedy on vaccines throughout the hearing, though it's not entirely clear what, if any, steps Congress thinks they might take or might not take. Again, RFK was on the offensive as much as they tried to be on the offensive. I'm talking about the senators. Here's cut number 1. This was a big one where he called out Senator Wyden for his basically not doing his job. Cut number 1. Check it out.
Senator, you've sat in that chair for how long? 20, 25 years, while the chronic disease in our children went up to 76%. And you said nothing. You never asked the question why it's happening. Why is this happening? Today, for the first time in 20 years, we've learned that infant mortality has increased in our country. It's not because I came in here. It's because of what happened during the Biden administration that we're going to end.
Yeah. And I think that was another important part where all these things that they're screaming about, their head is on fire, they're clutching their pearls over. It didn't happen in the last 7 months.
No.
This has been going on for decades.
Oh, and so is the money trail.
Yeah.
I mean, between pharmas and the healthcare providers and everybody else in that chain, I think there's a list that came out that had how much all of our senators and Congress people are taking in that kind of money and money from those groups, and it's substantial.
I have it. Would you like me to read
I would love to see it. Let's
Damon,
go.
would you like me to read some?
I would. But you know, the thing I think about when we're talking about this is, and not only are we making them physically sick, the younger generation today is not only going to be more physically sick as they go through life, but they're mentally sick.
Yeah.
Their education has been poisoned. They're being raised to grow up with a mindset of it's always someone else's fault because of the Democrat Party and what they're being taught. And you keep hearing the Democrats talk as if they speak for young adults. They don't speak for most young adults. But the ones that do listen to them end up with this mentality of somehow it's always somebody else's fault. It's the Republicans' fault. It's the rich guy's fault. It's the white guy's fault. It's the this fault. It's the that fault that I'm not doing better. I don't have a better job. I don't make enough money. I can't do this. I can't do that. This sickness of like strap up, go out there, do what you have to do to get ahead. This country is all about upward mobility. You have every ability as anyone else does to go out there and go get it if you want it. But the kids today, and a whole generation of kids are being brought up to say, well, no, it's not his fault. It's his fault. Right. It's the system's fault. It's this fault. It's the Republicans' fault. It's the state's fault. It's my governor's fault. It's this fault. It's that fault. It's not me. It's everything else.
That's all they do is point the finger. You know, and that's what so I was saying about Elon Musk. That's what Elon Musk did, and they tried to run him out of business. They tried to end his companies. They were burning Teslas. Can you imagine what they're going to try and do to RFK? You know, which might even be a bigger, corrupt mess here regarding all the monies that are going back and forth for to our senators and others. Who knows? All that lobbying money too. Yeah. They're the number one lobbyist in the White House. Yeah.
When you add up all, big pharma, big agriculture, anybody who needs to make sure that they've got their chemicals involved in whatever they need produced. Big pharma donations, Vin. You want to hear a few?
Yeah. Rattle them off.
Bernie Sanders out of Vermont. Oh. $1.953 million.
Wow.
Raphael Warnock. He's brand new to the Senate game, but he's already up to $1.7 million. Democrat Patty Murray out of Washington, $1.616 million. Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas herself, $1.25 million. Ron Wyden, who you just saw there, he gets 1.2. He's on the lower scale, I guess. He's got to work on his game. Ed Markey. Now we're into the $600,000, $661,000. All these are Democrats that I'm reading to you, by the way. I'm sure there are some Republicans there that aren't on this list. But there you have it. Big pharma donations to these senators who all publicly oppose RFK Jr. and it's for a reason. Even the media, trying to make sure that their influence is felt. CNN tried to do it. Harry Enton put an end to it. He fact-checked him, basically. Cut number 10. Here is Harry Enton exposing that RFK is not the least popular Trump official. As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. Cut number 10. Check it.
Harry, it's interesting. All morning long, I've been saying Secretary Kennedy could be the most embattled member of the cabinet. Fact check me here.
No, I think that's a false. That's a Daniel Dale fact check for you. False on that. What are we talking about here? Net favorable ratings of key Trump officials. Look at this. RFK Jr. ain't exactly popular, but he's the most popular of all the key officials that we have recent polling on. Pete Hegseth, his net favorable minus 14 points. J.D. Vance, minus 11. Marco Rubio, minus 10. RFK Jr. is at minus 7. But -7 beats -10, beats -11, beats -14. So, no, RFK Jr. is not a drag on President Trump. He's not the most embattled. In fact, he is the most popular official in Trump's cabinet, at least according to the polling.
Yeah. So there you have it from Damon, your favorite guy, Harry Enton, who loves the poll.
That is amazing, isn't it? That he is that popular. I personally love the guy. One of the things I love that he's doing, besides everything he's doing, is he's looking at healthy.
By the way, there's no way those numbers are what they are.
No. That's ridiculous. Nonsense. It's just a ridiculous poll. But he's talking about healthy food. He's talking about healthy natural remedies. He's talking about things that most of the rest of the world, does. In Asia, it's a very, very big culture in natural remedies and using herbs and all those types of things. But it's all of these things. He's talking about them as solutions when we haven't talked about those things at all, except for maybe a chiropractor who, I love these chiropractors. I love the functional medicine doctors. They talk about it.
Yeah.
But you don't see our government talking about it or anyone else. And we know that these things are good for you, and they do work in many, many ways.
Speaking of chiropractors, Damon and I share a mutual contact.
You do?
Who's very influential in the RFK world, as a matter of fact.
He's got your back, huh?
Who just celebrated. Damon, we didn't wish our mutual contact, a birthday that he just celebrated last week.
Oh, did he?
Yes. Celebrated a birthday, so
Actually,
happy birthday,
I think I knew
Contact.
That. I think I wished him happy birthday.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, this is a big
mystery
mystery
on the
over
day
here.
of. We just didn't do it on the air like we should.
Wait, what's the mystery here? What's going on?
What? He's just a contact.
Good contact.
People have contacts.
Well, he's as nuts as Rick is. That's why they get along so well. Even though I introduced them to each other.
So you've been friends with him much longer than I have.
Oh, it's 20, almost, 18 years.
There you go. That's our mutual contact.
Do you remember, Damon, when we were doing the Dr. Jerry show?
Sure.
So, you mind if I...
The microbiome?
Yeah, tell this little quick story. I meet this guy on a plane, and he tells me a story about what pesticides and poisons are in toothpaste. And he's telling me all of these things. It's just horrible. And he's like, I go to Colgate, I go to other companies, they won't change. This is poison, and you can't even swallow it. He said, I've created a product that, is good for you, does all the things that you want it to do, and you can eat it. And I just thought to myself, how is that possible? That a little kid could take a tube of any of the toothpaste, and swallow some of that and have to be rushed to the hospital. What product are we possibly allowing to do that? And it opened my eyes to a lot of this functional medicine stuff that I'm talking about. He was a big advocate of that, as you know.
Yeah.
He's also a big advocate of not getting a root canal now. Have you seen some of his videos? I don't know if you still see some of his videos, but he says, boy,
big.
The root canal thing is like one of the bigger scams ever. He said so many people's health problems come from when the first time they get a root canal.
Yeah. They open
He said,
it
if you walk into a dentist and you ask them if they do root canals, they say yes, walk out. Telling you. All right, 43 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. We got a tie game, 7-7 Eagles-Cowboys. Slick was feeling good.
That was quick, huh?
Maybe a little bit nervous about where this game's going. We'll see.
Belichick to the front row.
We're back with Vinnie Mac's News right after this.
I see a lot of people commenting on that toothpaste thing.
They got tickets.
If they got tickets, they're good. We'll make sure they get. We'll make sure.
Take care of you. Don't you worry about a thing there. Delgado will take care of you.
Slick, how's your defense?
Yeah, well, I mean, Philadelphia, that's a championship line, Big D. You know, I mean, they guys are just steamrolling them. And you got Barkley and you got Hurts, those guys with tree trunks for legs, both of them.
Thank you.
They just went right down the field. It's going to be a shootout. I mean, I don't know if Dallas has the firepower to stay with them, but they're going to have to step it up. This defense is going to be a work in progress this year, especially after you lost arguably the best defensive player in the league, certainly one of the top three in Micah Parsons. So you're going to feel it a little bit. But, I'm impressed the way they came out. There was a good drive. Unfortunately, I still have the Eagles with the ball on their 25 with 8 minutes to go. This Harry Oates stream here is unbelievable. I'm so far behind. Thank God I got the Cowboys radio on, or I wouldn't even be in the loop here. This is terrible. I don't know where this streaming service must be a Harry special.
Yeah, it's a very well discounted special.
Oh my God, NBC. Man.
Is Roger Staubach the quarterback?
This is NBB, nothing but buffering. That's what network this is. NBB. This is incredible.
That's part of the package. You get a buffer as part of the package. I think he got the 40% buffering package.
Who's the sponsor? The sponsor for this is Buffering. That's who the sponsor is.
Yeah. Is there any duct tape on the TV? Just a checking on that.
No,
There's 5 minutes, 5:48 left, Slick.
I got 7:59 left. I'm listening. I'm still winning 7-0. I like this better.
Yeah, you better stay in the delay. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm where's the button? Listening to on the radio. Look at this. Look at this TV. This is it, Rick. This is it.
To the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Thursday night. Real America's Voice. Glad you're in. Slick is here, but he's watching his Cowboys, so he's not doing sports tonight. We have Slick Cam though, so we're watching Slick watch the game. Right now it's 7-7, so Slick is still in it, so he's still feeling okay right now. Vinny Mac is here, Rick Delgado's here, Aaron and Fran holding it down. Real America's Voice all across the country, and of course 103.9 LI News Radio on your radio. Glad you're all watching, listening wherever you are. Make sure you watch us on the Real America's Voice YouTube right now. Real America's Voice YouTube. I see a bunch of our friends over there. I'm in there right now. Lisa Clark, Sue Salaburo, Doyle Cole, Coyle, Gary S., all in there watching 6B. So make sure you head over to YouTube, do a search for Real America's Voice. And you can watch us on the Real America's Voice YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and the little bell notification. 263 likes right now on the YouTube, on the Real America's Voice YouTube. Almost 1,000 people watching. So we need to get the likes up over there, everybody. If you haven't hit the thumbs up there, hit the thumbs up. 265 right now. I'd like to see that get over 300-400 here before the end of this segment, which is going to be Vinny Mac's News, which is brought to you by our friends at Eternal Life Coin. Vinny Mac is here. What's going on, Vin?
A couple of things that have struck me today. One of which is, Trump's latest approval rating came out. And before I tell you what that is, let's put into context what's happened the last couple of weeks. We sent in the National Guard in D.C., and the left's hair went on fire everywhere. Every channel other than some conservative networks that you turned on, they were freaking out about this. The dictatorship, you can't do this. The guy in Chicago, I'm not even going to justify anyone in leadership in Illinois and Chicago by mentioning their names, because they're some of the most pathetic leaders we have in this country. All the stuff they're pushing regarding Trump coming in and trying to save lives. I think I mentioned this the other night. If I told you I could save one life, isn't that worth it? Yeah, it is. So all of these things are going on. They're just lambasting Trump. You've got, at every turn, you got the Russia and Zelensky thing, and you have all these other things happening. You would think that his approval rating might not be as good as it is, but it's the highest it's ever been. It's 55%. 55%, considering the level of hatred and just unrelenting savagery they do against this guy. He's still at 55%. That speaks volumes. I'm going to use what many of my teachers had to do in many of the classes that I attended in college and use a curve here. Because if you put this on a realistic curve, he's probably more at mid-60s in terms of the country really saying he's doing a good job. Not even 55% if it were objective.
Well, I mean, look at it. Look at every angle they go after him on. They're going after him on the, oh, he's trying to stop crime. Can't have that. Oh, he's killing terrorists. We can't have you killing terrorists. Anything that makes sense to do,
it's almost
they're
comical to hear.
Completely against. It's amazing.
The point that you make is so good because they have what is this polling says to me is the American people are watching, they're paying attention. Now there's the fringe, and there's a lot of fringe people out there that just have Trump derangement syndrome, and they need a lot of therapy because they're just not going to get out of it by normal means. But the American people are saying the same things that we're all seeing. Yeah. If you could send the National Guard and you could save one life, that I don't have to hear one parent mourn for their kid being shot in Chicago, if I don't have to see that, yeah, okay. And that's what's the best part about all this stuff is the people are actually paying attention. RFK, with the numbers you showed, as the most popular of everyone in the Trump's cabinet, speaks volumes. We all pay for health care. Through the nose, by the way. Health care is the most expensive it's ever been. I know I was talking to Damon about this because I was asked to get on statins, and I'm like, these are like chiclets, and maybe I need them, maybe I don't. But I do know that they're prescribed like gum. Like you just take these. I'll take these. You got to take these. You got to take this. You got to. How about I just adjust my diet a little? How about I take in foods that might burn some cholesterol? How about I do some other things? I get if you take them. I'm not poo-pooing them. I'm just saying they're prescribed like chiclets. And then you hear of people who are addicted to painkillers, addicted to drugs they're prescribing. And, just kind of makes me wonder, like, what is their motive here?
Right. And going back to the statins, I was just reading something the other day where once you're on statins, you're on them for life. That's the goal, is to get you on them for life. So the pharmaceutical companies don't make any money if they heal you. So they're not going to do that, Vin. That's crazy talk. Yeah. What they want to do is make sure that you are a customer for life, which is why they link up with the hospitals, with the the health insurance companies, because they're all playing the same game. Hey, if I can get you to do this, and I can get money from that, and they get money from they're all just fleecing the American people because that's what we've been taught, that you need this. Meanwhile, all these drugs are only new for the last 100 plus years, 110 years. Yeah. Before that, it was, like you were talking about earlier, natural medicines, Chinese medicine, herbs. Most of these pharmaceuticals are made with, guess what? The natural stuff that they then take and they add what do you call it? The other stuff to make the pill. Right. But they put in all these additives to change it up, but they still have to start with the original medicine, the real medicine.
Well, what is chronic illness? Chronic illness is something that you don't get cured. It's just continual in your life. Right. It's chronic. So to your point though, chronic illness is right in the healthcare system's wheelhouse. That's exactly what they want. You need to be on these anti-anxiety pills. You need to be on this cholesterol pill, all these other things for life. I totally get it. And I don't think these are by accident, that our health system is so screwed up, that the things we put in our foods are so screwed up that we have this level of chronic illness. And yet the pharmaceutical companies are at record numbers. I'm all for science. Like, yeah, I want to see cancer cured. Right. Like I don't want people to die of cancer ever again or any other disease like that. But that's the stuff they should be solving for. And they should be curing people, as you mentioned. But when I see these numbers about chronic illness, all I can think about is they're in partnership with the pharmaceutical business, the food companies are, because they're supplying then the remedies to this chronic illness for their whole life. Crazy.
Right. And that's why, you go back to the chiropractors who are natural. They practice natural medicine. They're doing body adjustments to help your body heal itself. That's part of what they do. Also, you're talking about the food. I know people that recently went to Italy. freaked out that, I'm going to gain all this weight,
No.
Being in Italy and eating the food because the food is so good and blah, blah, blah. They end up losing weight, eating more because the food that we have here wouldn't be sold over there because over there, even though Europe is really screwed up, their food isn't poison like ours.
Well, think about this. If you go to Italy in particular, but maybe France and some other countries, and you want to buy a peach, you buy that peach on Monday, and you eat that peach Monday night or Tuesday, because the peach is not going to be ripe for that long. You buy a peach here, it's good for like 2 or 3 weeks, right? If you want to go to the supermarket shopping in Europe, you go that day.
Yeah.
For that night's meal or maybe the next day. What happens here? We go for the month or week, right? And those are all the preservatives. That's the stuff in our food. McDonald's used to make great French fries. They still taste good, but now they're all preservatives. They used to be made out of potatoes. Now they use potatoes and a bunch of other chemicals, that are horrible. RFK's pointed this out as well. I used to love getting McDonald's French fries, by the way. Yep. I won't go near that stuff.
Same thing with ice cream. A lot of the ice creams you see in the stores now, they won't say ice cream on the box because they can't.
They can't.
They can't. They have to say dairy frozen dessert or some variation of that.
How about Dairy Queen? What would you consider that?
Depends. Do they actually call it ice cream or do they, do they call it something else?
They call it Dairy Queen. All right, hour 2 coming up live from Studio 6B. Right after this, more news with Delgado, Vinnie Mac, Slick, watching his Cowboys. Looking good so far.
Yep.
What is the guy?
We're back right after this. Chat. What's going on? End of hour 1. Let's go over to the YouTubes. 459 thumbs up. Appreciate that. Let's try to get that up to 500-600 here before the start of hour 2. See all of our friends in the YouTube over there.
In the YouTubes.
I'm glad to see so many people transition, from the LFS6B YouTube to the RAV YouTube, and it shows, just a great support and loyalty to both.
Alana Martin says, heard Taco Bell meat is only like 40% meat.
Oh, no.
Come on, don't ruin everything here.
Wow. You know what? The stuff does taste
Ruby
good.
Ivy, hello. Lorraine, hello.
Taco Bell in such a long time.
I stay away from all that stuff, and I just feel I don't want that in my system.
I'll do it once in a while as a treat.
Hey, someone said on the YouTube on RAV, you can't watch the show once it's done. Is that true? They don't keep the VOD? Why? Oh, because the stream just goes all day. They don't.
Yeah.
All right. So Aaron, I can get the segments right and just post it on our YouTube afterwards. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'll do. Slick, you're in here.
Yeah. Breaking news. Just announced it.
Oh no.
She's out for the year.
Caitlin Clark.
I thought the season was already over.
I thought she was out already.
Well, no, she's out. Well, she's officially out for the season. She's been out with the groin injury, but she's WNBA. We'll see how the ratings are now.
You know what's amazing is that since she's been out, nobody's been talking about the WNBA.
Slick, you might as well just stay here because the game is. I mean, we got the right game here.
Oh, the game. Yeah, I'm in there. I think I'm still in the first opening minutes.
I think they're doing the national anthem in the other room.
Boys to Men just got done. Talk about
Boys to Men.
The end of the road.
They started as boys. They're now men.
Yeah, exactly.
494 likes on YouTube. Appreciate that. About 1,200 of you in there now. So the more you hit the thumbs up, the more people get the feed. So I don't know. That's the kind of the deal. Get the algorithm going. Hit the thumbs up, and you'll see the number continue to go up.
J Squared 56 independent use said I was Burger King into their burgers, but they're not meat. They're pressed by products or something.
Oh. Damn it, people lost the stars. I don't know what that means, Gary.
Denise Martinez says In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger
has
awesome.
the real deal, right?
Yes, they are phenomenal.
Cowboys up again.
Yeah, touchdown.
Put on a suit in the Twix.
I'm glad I've been on the Cowboys.
The one thing I didn't factor into my blowout was that the Philly defense was going to be horrendous.
Well, that's what the best player just walked off the field. I mean, he hacked at Dak. It was a Dak hack.
It's Big D, Double Dizzle, and the 6B Brizzle live on Real America's Voice Vizzle, baby.
All right, 9 o'clock. Thanks, Snoop. Hour 2, live from Studio 6B, Real America's Voice, across the airways of 103.9 LI News Radio. Slickster has joined us in the studio.
Yeah.
Hey.
He has decided he'd like to actually see the game in real time, not on the Harry buffering special, where they're still singing the national anthem.
Man, oh, man.
Yeah, so...
Now we know why Harry's news is always so late.
You know what?
That's a great point. That's what it is.
Fran, you nailed it.
Harry always sends me things when he's in there that we've covered an hour ago, and I was wondering why that is. Now we know.
Now we know.
Oh, man.
Holy moly.
It makes for a bad gambler because the scores are over and he's betting on things at that time. And I'm like, sir, the game is over. Sorry.
Yeah. So Slick's out here to watch the game for hour 2. Rick Delgado's going to do some more news. Vinnie Mac's got some more news. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always. Of course, you, the live from Studio 6B audience, wherever you're watching. We appreciate it. Tomorrow night we'll be live at the America First Warehouse, 8 o'clock live on Real America's Voice. And, of course, hopefully a packed house over at the America First Warehouse for another pizza night live Friday there at Joe the Box, and all of his staff always so welcoming to us, and we always appreciate it. And we're a week away from the big event, Rebels, Rogues, and Outlaws. Oh, I got that right. Yeah. Rebels, Rogues, and Outlaws. Look at that. Steve Bannon coming to town, bringing War Room 5 to 7 on Friday night. We'll have an hour break for food and meet and greet.
Mayhem.
And then Mayhem starts at 8, 8 to 11.
Whoa.
Next Friday night.
Man.
Oh, man.
Aaron's fired up.
We have to bring Harry in.
What are we going to do in that third hour? Let Harry do the news? We'll do the news from Thursday, I guess? I don't know.
Harry will do the news.
So we're going to do 3 hours.
Wow, man.
With a packed house, we hope, at the America First Warehouse. If you haven't scanned the QR code there, do it.
It'll sell out.
Do it quick. It's going to be a fun weekend, Friday and Saturday. And Vinnie Mac will be there playing the piano and singing solos for, I think, no charge. He should be paying you to have to listen. So
I'm going to play 3 Times a Lady by Lionel Richie, and I'm going to sing it in German.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Yeah, just to give you a little heads up.
That sounds good.
Well, that should do a good job of clearing the floor.
Yeah. Someone's got to.
I've got so many lines, but I'm going to be hitting myself right now.
Somebody could cleanse the palate. You know what? I was thinking about the Harry feed in the. In his office there, it'd be great for playing Wheel of Fortune with Harry, right? You could walk into his office just as they start the new puzzle.
One letter will be up
just
there.
solve the puzzle and walk out.
They'd be calling it Wheel of Fortitude. Yeah, my fortune.
Genius.
He would freak out. Like, how do you know all these?
You should bet on Jeopardy. I can't believe this.
Yeah. All right, 3 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. So let me get to a couple quick things I wanted to get to. I saw, number one, just the news. Kash Patel reveals, now this is a welcome change to the FBI. Kash Patel reveals FBI stopped potential mass shooting at North Carolina preschool. Parents should know we will never hesitate to respond with urgency to protect their kids, their schools, and their communities, Patel said in a statement. FBI Director Kash Patel on Thursday revealed that his team stopped a potential mass shooting at a preschool after a North Carolina man allegedly threatened to massacre a group of 20 black preschoolers. The suspect, identified as 25-year-old Zachary Charles Newell, was taken into federal custody on Monday and charged with interstate threat to kidnap or injure. The threat was allegedly made on YouTube on August 27th. Newell posted a comment under the username Commentators Hate Me, where he allegedly stated his intention to shoot up, quote-unquote, a preschool, injuring or killing 20 black children. He also made a racist threat online the day before. No specific school was named. Quote, threats of violence against children are beyond unacceptable acts of cowardness, Kash told the outlet. The FBI worked quickly with our partners in North Carolina to ensure this individual was taken into custody before he could act. Parents should know we will never hesitate to respond with urgency to protect their kids, their schools, and their communities. The arrest comes after 2 children were killed in a mass shooting in Minneapolis last month, where the shooter opened fire on a Catholic school while students were attending Mass. The alleged shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound there. So the FBI and Kash Patel obviously got this tip and got into action and took care of this lunatic before he could do any damage.
And that's what they do. You know, there's so many things they prevent. which is why having a unbiased FBI, an unbiased police force, just folks that are out there to help us, like the guys in New York who are supposed to be watching on terrorists and so on. They stop so many things that we don't know about. Well done, Cash. This is what they should be doing. Not worried about going to get Donald Trump and not worried about hiding all the illegal stuff that Biden's doing or Hillary's doing. And
yeah, and how about we don't talk about this stuff until the guy's under arrest, which is a nice change too. How about that?
How about that? Yeah.
You know, we don't have to say the guy's on our radar. We don't have to say anything. How about just go get him, arrest him, then talk about it, which they did here.
A lot of these shootings have a couple of common components, and that is a lot of the shooters are on medication for some sort of a mental irregularity or illness. I mean, that's where the epidemic is in this country, is in this area. And if we're going to try and fix these things, it's in the mental health side of the world, because they all seem to be on something, that get arrested.
Yeah. The other quick thing I wanted to get to before we get back to headlines with Delgado is over at the New York Post. I'm sure other people have it, but New York Post today, Caitlin Doombas, here's what FBI agents took from John Bolton's house in the raid and what charges he could face. Federal agents seized 3 computers, 2 iPhones, and reams of documents from former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton's house during their August 22nd raid, according to court records, which also revealed that the 76-year-old could soon face charges that may land him in prison for more than a decade. Ooh. The feds raided Bolton's Bethesda, Maryland home and Washington, D.C. office as part of an investigation into alleged allegations that he snuck national security files out of the White House during President Trump's first term by emailing them to family members on a private server, high-ranking FBI officials told the Post at the time.
Ooh.
Now, can you imagine being John Bolton, working for the President of the United States, and then calling your sister and saying, hey, you're going to get an email from me. Don't look at it. But forward it to my jbolton at AOL or whatever. I mean,
to mustache man at Gmail.
jbolton at AOL.com. They also found he had files set up on Trump. Like he was obsessed with getting Trump in any which way he could.
In addition to the high-tech hardware, agents confiscated 2 USB drives, a hard drive, 4 boxes of printed daily activities, typed documents and folders labeled Trump 1 through 4.
There you go.
And a white binder labeled Statements and Reflections to Allied Strikes, according to an inventory that was made public today. The warrant also revealed that Bolton is being looked at for allegedly violating 2 sections of the Espionage Act of 1917, forbidding unauthorized possession or removal of national defense information and other law preventing hoarding of classified files. His buddy Hillary Clinton should be able to school him in this. Of course, she was saved from this because James Comey rewrote the statute, which, of course, she violated as well, probably to more of a degree than he, if it ends up that he did, probably did. If tried and convicted on all counts, Bolton could face up to 25 years behind bars. The longtime diplomat has not been arrested or charged with a crime yet. Investigators shelved the case. Now, listen to this. Investigators shelved the case during the Biden administration, leaving current FBI Director Kash Patel to reopen the probe upon learning of its existence about a month after taking office in February, the officials told the Post. Now Trump's Justice Department is questioning whether the Biden's FBI decision not to pursue the case against one of the most staunch Trump foreign policy critics was politically motivated. Well, let me do my duty here and help the Trump Justice Department save the money and the time of looking into whether it was politically motivated. I could tell them right now, the answer is yes. There you go. You're done. What do you think about this, Delgado?
You know what? I applaud. Because this is what we need. This is what we voted for, right? We voted because these scumbags have been doing this for decades. And finally, somebody, we don't have to suspect it anymore. Now we're starting to see it. Now we're just waiting for the last part of this little game that they've been playing. And the last part is trials and convictions and jail time.
That's exactly
That's all we're waiting for. And especially, and John Bolton, let him be the first. I don't care. I don't care which one it is, as long as it opens the door for everybody else. Like I said, I think they've had to prep us and not go for the big kahuna just yet. You start with some of the lower people, get people used to it first before you go, oh, you know what we're going to do now? We're going to go up the chain a bit. We're going to have to go after a Clapper and a Comey, because now they'll be like, well, they went after Bolton. They got him. They could easily get those guys. They did much worse. And it just accelerates up the ladder till finally we see a Clinton end up in a nice jumpsuit, maybe a 40 short.
I'd love to see that. Yeah. You know what else it says, though?
Alana Martin on the Real America's Voice YouTube says, when I said at Jay Bolton at AOL, boop, 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 you've got illegal classified mail.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know what else it says to me, though, is that there are some good people in the FBI. Some good people in the FBI, but we're investigating a lot of things. A lot of things that we thought were wrong, and they were investigating them, only to be shut down by the Biden DOJ, by corrupt FBI leaders, by all these folks, and now to be found and reopened by Kash Patel. So if there's any solace to this, it is that we do have some great people working at FBI who found things really troubling and puzzling. Not just this. There's several things that are going on right now that they shut down these cases, and Kash Patel has looked at it, or the DOJ's looked at it and said, oh, wait a second. Right. Why was this shut down? You know, They just shut everything down that was putting any of their people in harm's way. So I find that great, because for one, I've been so down on the FBI, man, and the Justice Department, but it's just the leadership, really, that it seems to be, and maybe the second level, too.
Yeah, all the bureaucrats that, believe that they know what's best. And you heard a bunch of former FBI and a guy like Dan Bongino talk about it, where he knows people that they're downtrodden because they see what the leadership has done to the agency.
Yeah.
And, it's not what they want to be doing. They want to be going after these people who are committing crimes. And instead, it's all being politicized, and people are being protected. And people that should be in jail are walking around scot-free, collecting huge checks and continuing to have these great lives that they don't deserve.
Yeah, yet the January 6ers are, we're serving 2 years, 3 years, 5 years in federal state penitentiaries for misdemeanors.
Right.
I mean, that's all you need to see.
All right, live from Studio 6B, 12 minutes past the hour. Take a quick break. We'll be back. Six might want to do sports while he's sitting here. We got a tie game, 14-14.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know how much longer his team's going to hold on here, but we'll see. Delgado's got more headlines. Vinnie Mac's got more news. Aaron and Fran holding it down. Of course, you live from Studio 6B audience on Real America's Voice. All of you listening on 103.9 LI News Radio, we appreciate you all. We'll be back right after this. Chat. What's going on? Hey, Fran, I don't know if you've been watching the whole time. Does the YouTube cut the commercials in the middle of segments?
What?
I think there are mid-roll ads midstream. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to it 100%.
All right.
I think we need a lot of other things to do.
Yeah, I hear it. Okay.
YouTube's 1.1. YouTube is getting up there, Big D. We're going back to the old numbers. Folks are coming
1,200
back.
on YouTube. We've got 605 likes on the Real America's Voice YouTube. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. It really does help the algorithm and get the show out there.
Yep.
So hit the thumbs up. 606 now. Thank you, whoever just hit it. Appreciate that.
Don't forget the Rumbles. The Rumblers. J Buck 16.9 is in there. Joe Ed Jr.
Okay,
614. 9 people just hit it. Thank you.
Great Googly Moogly.
See if we can get to 700 here.
Yeah.
Somebody said that on TV the other day.
626.
Ordinary passenger.
Delay here, 628.
The hoser, 56.
All right, let's do a. We got a minute 40 before. Let's in the YouTube here.
Spartacus 1.
Let's give me a 1 if you think the Eagles are going to win. Give me a 2 if you think the Cowboys are going to win. It's 14-14.
Win or cover?
Just win the game.
Okay.
Just win the game.
Make it
1
easy.
for the Eagles, 2 for Cowboys. On the 2. Oh, Florida girl says 3.
Well, she's
3 for
watching-
RFK
she's
Jr.
watching a whole nother game.
2, 1. Someone likes Chicago. 1.
Lurch likes him.
Okay.
Thank you,
Ones.
Lurch.
Well,
Andrew,
a lot of
Russ,
ones.
Jody,
Damon.
Alice, all right. Oh, you got a couple more.
Damon, I have.
Oh wait, one's the Eagles.
Damon, I have bad news for you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 1. That's right.
Yeah,
a
nice
lot of ones.
short-term
Good.
memory there,
A lot of ones.
David.
Good. Oh, there's a lot of 2s though too.
Yeah.
Damon,
What's the bad news?
I have bad news for you. It's
And
from
that is
Small
what?
Town Barbie in the
You're going to be here tomorrow night?
Yep.
Oh, what?
In the Rumble chat says Dairy Queen does not sell ice cream as defined by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, which requires a 10% milk fat for a product to be classified as ice cream.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Thank God I never go there.
That is weird and wacky stuff.
671 thumbs up. Let's get to 700 here before we go. Can we get to 700 in 30 seconds? 674. 1,200 people watching. That number should be going up.
Del Hicks.
I have a read here. I'm not ready for that.
Yep, every night this time.
Oh, make yourself ready.
What else is new? That's the one. That's the interview. Well, just hold on a second here, and I'll get to. I don't even know where it is.
One night off.
I know, but I don't see where it is. Here it is.
Takes one
All right, let me
night
talk to you about our friends. Sound like the Blues on a Thursday night, 17 past the hour. Let me talk to you about our friends at Patriot Mobile. I realize that there are many choices when it comes to who you choose for your cell phone service, and there are new ones popping up all the time. But here's the truth. There's only one that boldly stands in the gap for every American that believes that freedom is worth fighting for. And that is our friends over at Patriot Mobile. For more than 12 years, Patriot Mobile has been on the front lines fighting for our God-given rights and freedoms, while also providing exceptional nationwide cell phone service with access to all 3 of the main networks. Don't just take my word for it. Ask the hundreds of thousands of Americans who have made the switch and are now supporting causes they believe in. Simply by joining Patriot Mobile, switching is easier than ever. Activate in minutes from the comfort of your own home. Keep your number, keep your phone, or you can upgrade. Patriot Mobile's all-U.S. support team, based U.S. support team, is standing by to take care of you. Call them right now, 972-PATRIOT. 972-PATRIOT, or you can go to patriotmobile.com/RAV, patriotmobile.com/RAV. Use promo code RAV for a free month of service. That's patriotmobile.com/RAV, R-A-V, or you can call 972-PATRIOT and make the switch today. Our friends at Patriot Mobile. Again, head over to patriotmobile.com/RAV, or if you want to give them a call, you can do that now. 972-PATRIOT is the number to call for our friends over there at Patriot Mobile. All right, 19 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Slick's here. You can give us an update on the game. Sports is brought to you by our friend Mike Lindell. LFS6B is the promo code to use. And if you do use our promo code at all this month, send your receipt to lfs6b@yahoo.com. A lot of people asking, where do I send it? lfs6b@yahoo.com. Forward us your receipt that you get that shows you used our code, and we'll send you out our brand new Friday night live T-shirt. Just give us your size. There's only one color, so all you got to do is give us your size, and we'll send it out to you free as a bonus for using our code over at MyPillow. Slick, what's going on?
Well, we got a shootout in Lincoln Financial Field there, Big D. Right now it's 14-14. Cowboys are scoring first, and then the Eagles are answering. Every time the Eagles have answered, Jalen Hurts just scampered for about a 15-yard touchdown run there, so he's doing a great job as well. CeeDee Lamb, 3 catches for 76 yards so far in the first half. Not too bad. 5:26 to go in the first half. We're all tied at 14. Dallas has the ball and is at midfield, so they're not quite on the move, but they're looking to seize the opportunity opportunity and maybe get a quick score right here before the half. But good game so far. I don't know that Dallas is going to be able to win this in a shootout because I think Saquon Barkley is yet to get going, and once he does, I think that the game will start to shift. But we'll see.
Hey, Aaron, I was just sitting here and I see who somebody posted about the game tonight. We got to get on the Oddsmakers this year. Brian Glenn.
Ooh, yeah.
Right. He said he wanted to be on, right?
He did say that.
Yeah. That'd be great. See if we can get him for tomorrow night.
Well, no. Farmer Brooks on tomorrow night.
Brooks
I
on
told you that.
tomorrow.
So we'll get him on. We'll get him on next week.
He should come to the warehouse next week and do
We'll buy him
it
pizza.
there.
should.
He likes pizza. We probably could woo Brian in just for the pizza.
Yeah.
I'll give him a call.
Don't laugh. He really likes pizza.
Pizza
Brian.
to bribe him, huh?
And I'm sure he'll wear a suit.
Oh, we know he'll wear a suit.
All right, we got to think about that.
That's a pretty good idea.
We should have a Rav personality. Well, maybe next season we'll do that. I didn't think of that. Steve Gruber probably would be great too on the Oddsmakers.
It would be.
There's a lot of people who would be great.
We have a lot of great ones.
Yeah,
A lot of
there'd be
people
a lot
like
of people
sports.
who'd be great. Of course, the ultimate would be to get the Zen Master on to pick the games.
Thank you. I'm
But
not
if he
really
was
into
able,
football.
if he ever was able to win the week and do better than all of us, I don't know if I could ever live. I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, that would be kind of tough.
Oh man.
And
Zen Jr. would be great too.
Yeah, he's a big Detroit Lions fan. Zen
Well, they
Jr.
can pick next week.
We just play some
Maybe we'll
play-by-play.
think about that.
Look at that.
All right, Slick. So go ahead. I'm sorry. to interrupt
President Trump was just announced a few minutes ago he's going to attend the U.S. Open men's final in New York. This is Ryan Gatos.
Really?
President, yeah, it's unbelievable, right?
He's everywhere.
President
I
Donald
love
Trump
sports.
will attend the U.S. men's final on Sunday. A White House official confirmed to Fox News on Thursday night. The men's final will take place at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Flushing Meadows in the Queens section of New York City. The participants are yet to be determined. No American men will be in the final as Taylor Fritz, the last among the men, was knocked out earlier in the tournament. But pretty cool stuff there. President, right? He's going to and then he'll be going to the Ryder Cup 2 weeks from there. It's just
Yeah,
amazing.
and I'll see him there.
Oh, has things changed, Big Dave?
Maybe.
Really?
You're
Well,
going to
no,
be
I
caddying?
just kidding.
Oh, man.
Just having a little fun.
But that's leadership, man. That's what leadership's all about. He's showing up. He's showing pride. People are excited. He's going to our big events, the finals of that, the Ryder Cup. What else has he been at? The NASCAR stuff.
NASCAR. He did a lap in the car and everything.
He did a lap in the car.
He's unbelievable. And
He goes to MMA.
here's another event I think he might show up to, too. Boxing legends Tyson and Mayweather Jr. to compete in an exhibition.
Ooh.
This is Andreas Hale, and this is from ESPN. Boxing legends Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr. agreed to compete in an exhibition match next spring. The event will be put on by CSI Sports/Fight Sports, but details regarding a location, date, and where the fight will be broadcast have yet to be determined. I've been doing this for 30 years, and there hasn't been a single fighter that can tarnish my legacy. Mayweather, 50-0, 27 KOs, said in the press release, "You already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something. It's going to be big, and it's going to be legendary. I'm the best in the business of boxing. This exhibition will give the fans what they want." Well, Mayweather's got to gain a lot of weight to be in Tyson's class because he, at his prime fight, he fought at about 158, 160. So I don't know. That's going to be very interesting.
Even at Tyson's age, man, he can hit really hard.
It's crazy. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, Big D. But that's a big one for the spring. Maybe we have a fight party at Big D's house. What do you think? A little cigars?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I got to say one thing before I get back to focusing on what's very important is my game.
Yeah.
I tried that Spy Trail honey bourbon last night for my birthday. Didn't have a drink all day, and I popped that bottle that you bought me when we went there to visit.
Say that again?
Big D bought me a bottle.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that is the best you-know-what-in bottle of bourbon I have ever had in my life. The start and the finish on that honey bourbon is out of this world. We got to get Mark back down to the warehouse and get him going, man, because that's out of this world.
Slick, you're just looking for free honey bourbon. I mean,
No,
I
I'm
bought you the
not. I'm
bottle.
just telling you. I think the world needs to taste that. It's that
Okay.
good. I mean,
world.
I am telling Fran that honey bourbon was off the chart. Fran will appreciate it. He knows. He knows his bourbon. So does Aaron. Aaron needs a bottle. Aaron, and they sold out. Aaron,
Fran
they
would
sold
like a
out of
bottle
it.
about every 2 nights to get through this show. I think maybe we could get a sponsorship.
1 hour at work.
That's too much, Fran. Come on.
No, they sold out.
Half.
They said they're biggest sellouts than Harry at a Bold Hill concert.
All right, 24 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. So I went back and looked at Brian Glenn. That's not as. He said, "I'm throwing a yellow flag on the opening of the NFL season. Political messages in both end zones indicate a very woke season.
Oh, no.
Season ahead. We just won football."
Why does the NFL continue to allow this stuff?
Well, the picture he, to be fair, the picture he put up, all it says is choose love, which I am all for. I don't know what the rest of the end zone says, but his
there may be more to it.
He has a problem with choose love, I guess, Brian. Brian, I don't know. I guess it's football, so he wants,
he wants
go get him.
Yeah, he just wants
Dick Buckets running through a wall.
Hit him hard, knock him out.
He wants politics and any of this stuff.
He just wants smash mouth
football, no love. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
I get it.
Dallas is
the
just
NHL doing any of this stuff, by the way.
Dallas with the field goal.
All right, relax. Look, you're up. You're looking way better than I thought you were.
Yeah, so far.
So clearly, I'm going to be made to look a fool here.
Yeah, that's why I put my money on Dallas.
Which is not
We'll see.
surprised.
Still 2 minutes to go. They'll probably go right down the field, Philly.
Let's go to Harry's TV and see the game tied.
0-0.
Voice to minute, just finishing.
Oh, man. All right, 26 past the hour, live from Studio 6B. We're back right after this.
Who's not really a broker. She's like, wow, that is good. I'm like, wow, it's amazing.
Who is this Zen master you refer to, by the way? Who is the Zen master? He's a Zen master?
Yeah, I named him.
You did?
You didn't know
Master of all Zen.
I did not know that.
I had a red phone. I had a red phone on the desk in 2020 when we went live that was a direct line to him.
Yeah, but that was a phony.
So, yeah.
All right.
He claims that he forgets that I gave him that name, which is just ridiculous because obviously
they think you want royalties.
Yeah.
I'm due some money.
Oh, no.
And Slick, since I didn't get a chance to say it, happy birthday to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, Slick, happy birthday. I wasn't here last night.
I know. We missed you last night. It was good.
I wished you it this morning on my stream, though.
I heard you. Delgado almost forgot my birthday. I had to remind him.
Did you go
to the strip club last night? What'd you do?
No, I worked. I had it was just one of those nights. But I didn't want to miss the show because there's no place I would have rather been than on the show. I could have taken off because you had a seat and I said, no, let me go to the show. I wanted to be with the boys.
If we go to Harry's office, it might be your birthday.
You're right. It still may be.
Go watch it. We'll go back a day.
That's true.
Maybe a little more.
They may be cutting the cord, but with that TV, when I go back there. Kidding me? That's how slow it is.
Robbo on YouTube says Slick's getting younger. Where are we with our likes?
Thank you, Robbo.
728. Do you think we can get to 1,000 thumbs up in the next half an hour?
Whoa, look out.
I think you have to be a member of YouTube, though. You have to get a YouTube account to do likes or something like that.
How's the YouTube?
Yeah, you have to be signed in.
You have to be signed in. So if folks are out there that aren't signed in.
Everybody has a...
Well, not everybody does. I got a few messages from folks I can't do a like because I'm not signed into YouTube, and all right.
Well, if you have a Google account, you already have it. Damon didn't win the lottery last night. I won $4, so I'm still here.
Wow, yeah, we're in the game at least.
But this is it. This is it for me. Saturday already locked in.
I got $4.
I got the numbers for Saturday.
What is it up to now? What is it up to?
1.7.
I thought it was 1.9.
Is it up to 9?
It could be up to 9.
Thank you.
New York
1.7.
You'll walk away with about 200.
I'm definitely out. Tomorrow night at the warehouse will be my last official show. You will not see me on Monday.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
1.7 billion coming my way Saturday night at 11.
Okay.
And that's it. I'm out.
The big deal being on Monday, moaning he's got to pay all these taxes. I got to pay all these taxes.
Now 1.7.
Crap.
Now it's to the point where you pay. I mean, I'll be out with what, about 700-800 million?
See, he's already complaining.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, could you live on that?
That'll last me at least a month in Vegas. Never mind, like 2 weeks.
A month. Forget.
30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Thursday night. Real America's Voice. Slick Terry's doing sports, and of course watching his Cowboys tonight, who are hanging right in there, looking pretty good so far. I've been dead wrong about this game as of right now, but we'll see how the rest of it goes. Rick Delgado's here. He's going to do some more headlines. Vinnie Mac's got some more news as well. Aaron and Fran holding it down as always. But right now, please welcome back to the show our friend from Birch Gold, precious metal specialist, Philip Patrick. Mr. Patrick, how are you?
Doing well, guys. How are you?
Very, very good. A busy Thursday night. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. We appreciate you giving us a few moments. Lots to talk about. Let me ask you this. A lot of talk about tariffs. Obviously, we see some of these rogue courts still out of control. Tariffs being ruled, right as of right now, quote unquote, illegal. President's going to go to the Supreme Court. Where does this leave the administration? We've heard the president talk about how detrimental it would be to the country if this was to be held up. I think there's a lot of people on Wall Street who probably think differently, who would like to see the tariffs go away. What say you?
Look, if they ruled them illegal, it would be a bombshell scenario, right? Tariffs were meant to be a revenue source for Washington, bringing in hundreds of billions of dollars annually. If the courts declare them illegal and perhaps even force repayment, which we'll see, that's a massive hole blown in government finances. It means not only the loss of future revenue, but potentially hundreds of billions refunded to the companies who paid in. And what that does is obviously pushes the US into even more debt at a time when we're already borrowing $4 to $5 billion a day and refinancing another $10 to $15 billion a day. Think about it. We're already struggling to refinance the $37 trillion debt load, take away tariff revenue, and the hole only deepens. The Trump administration has had a two-pronged approach to controlling costs. It's been DOGE, to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse, and tariffs or the Department of External Revenue to bring in new cash. Of course, DOGE has failed to live up to expectations, and now tariffs are looking risky too. Anything that lowers government revenue in this climate is problematic for us, and the tariffs were looking really good from a revenue standpoint.
And of course, the Fed has been saying all along, part of their hesitation is obviously they continue to say tariffs. We don't know exactly what you just keep hearing tariffs. We don't know because tariffs. We don't know what this is going to be because of tariffs. They keep saying tariffs. And the Fed's got a lot going on. Trump obviously wants rates cuts. You have what's going on with Fed Governor Lisa Cook. You have obviously Jerome Powell, who's going to be out in the beginning of 2026. What does the Fed, do you think about this whole thing?
Look, it's a very interesting time. As you mentioned, you've got accusations flying at Fed Governor Lisa Cook of fraud. We've got questions about legitimacy, political interference in the Fed, and it's just adding ultimately to instability at a time when we need clarity. At the same time, the cost of refinancing the debt is surging, and that's the biggest problem of all. A year ago, it cost 4% to borrow for 30 years. Now it's 4.97. And by the way, this was in a climate where the Fed lowered interest rates, which tells us demand for our debt is waning. But it may not sound like a lot, but it's $100 billion a year. Over the next 30 years, that's $3.1 trillion. That's just in refinancing costs. So right now, we've got a central bank under scrutiny, political uncertainty around its governors, and skyrocketing borrowing costs. This is not the picture at the moment of a stable financial system. And we've got to remember something. The dollar isn't backed by anything apart from faith in the stability of the United States. We are looking shaky at the moment. I think Trump's doing all the right things, but he inherited such a disaster. Everything's having second and third order effects.
Yeah, and of course now we saw the ADP jobs report this morning. I think they were expecting, the ADP I think was expecting 67,000. We got 60,000. Anything under 50, people were saying would be basically considered zero or a negative number. I also saw this week that for the first time since 2020, we have fewer job openings than we have people looking for work. So the labor market is becoming problematic. But for people listening to all of this who say, this all just makes my hair hurt, how does this affect me? What do you say to them?
Look, it's the combination of all of these risks that we've been talking about there is no margin for error, right? If the courts strike down tariffs, if debt service crowns out spending, if the Fed can't stabilize borrowing costs, this is going to have a dramatic effect on us as individuals, right? So, look, I think it's a case of getting what you can and trying to make steps to protect yourself. Precious metals, obviously I work for Birch Gold Group, right? But precious metals have gold has hit more than 30 all-time highs this year. Central banks are buying it today in their droves. Gold today is a larger portion of central bank reserves than US government treasuries, right? The trend is continuing. I think it will continue. And I think anybody out there should have a hedge in precious metals. It's that simple. There are so many issues. We've just got to make sure we're protected.
We're speaking with Philip Patrick from Birch Gold. You can text the word America to 989898 and get your free information kit to see how you can get started in gold. Text America to the number 989898. Philip Patrick, we always appreciate you joining us on the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
All right, Philip Patrick from Birch Gold. Again, text America to 989898. And gold continues to hit record highs. And, you know, hard assets like gold and other things, when the Fed starts cutting rates, they're going to do well. But gold's done well in this environment, and it's only going to get better when the Fed starts lowering interest rate. All hard assets will be on a run for sure.
Yeah, one thing that he mentioned I thought I want to jump on is, and I think you mentioned it on the amount of jobs that need to be filled. It's not as big, but it's going to be huge. The amount of companies building factories and transitioning their businesses into our country, the second half of this year, and of course the first half of 2026 is astonishing. They're going to be hiring thousands and thousands of people in each of these factories. So I think you're going to see that turn in our favor big time. Because of the amount of investment going into the country. You're going to see a big time need for a lot of jobs. So it's coming, folks. Just don't let those numbers distract you like we're not doing the right things here, because they are. Just take a little time to put them in place.
Well, all of this stuff works with a huge lag, obviously. The tariffs have a lag. I mean, we haven't seen so far, other than the latest producer price index, which did show some tariff, spillover to them, but we have not seen it as of now carry over to the CPI, the consumer price index. So consumers have not been picking it up, but we are seeing the labor market as of right now. And to your point, Vin, that may happen next year. We'd have to wait and see. But there is a lot of softening in the labor market, which is why people are almost guaranteeing on September 16th that we're going to get some kind of rate cut from the Fed.
It's built in already.
I'm shocked if we don't.
The markets have built that in already. And the difference is that Trump's not creating government jobs. He's actually cleaning the government out. In the Biden administration, the last 4 years, all they did was create government jobs, and they told us, we created all these jobs. Look at the economy. They're government jobs, as Delgado was talking about earlier. They're just government jobs, and you can't get rid of these people, and you don't even know what they do half the time. Trump is creating real jobs. Actual industry jobs that you and I and others have worked at companies, not in government, to supply us with our jobs.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Vin. Trump hasn't created jobs, but he's doing what the government's supposed to do. He's creating the environment for these jobs to be created.
Look at those investments. What do you think that's going to do?
Right, but I mean, those are the companies that are going to move forward and doing those things. Of course, presidents do take they take the beating when it's bad, and they take the credit when it's good. But let's be honest, the empowering of removing regulations and getting companies and countries to reinvest in this country is what's going to create those jobs. And like you said, the boom is coming. Yep. It's that lag effect. Like Damon was saying, we still haven't felt the tariff effect. We still haven't gotten the lag effect from the incoming money from the investments that's going to help create those things. So it's kind of a give and take. They're kind of canceling each other out right now.
Yeah, right now. But it's coming, and that's the good news. It's coming. The investment's there. and they're not bogus government jobs.
Right,
All right,
exactly.
39 past the hour. Let's do some more headlines with Rick Delgado. They're brought to you by our friends at eternallifecoin.com. Eternallifecoin.com. Check them out online. What's going on, Delgado?
Well, don't sell me short. These are the world's greatest headlines, Damon, just so I could put that out there. Justice Department is probing mortgage fraud. We mentioned Lisa Cooks.
Yep.
Well, her attorney had some things to say. Here, cut number 3, as things are starting to pick up speed. As a matter of fact, it looks like her attorney actually admits that Lisa Cooks did commit mortgage fraud. Cut number 3, check this out.
Coming in on the escalating mortgage fraud accusations and controversy embroiling Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, who President Trump fired. Cook's lawyer, Abby Lowell, in a new court filing, is trying to blame the Biden White House, trying to pin it on the Biden White House and the U.S. Senate themselves for not catching Cook's mortgage fraud allegations, claiming they did not vet her enough. After she listed 3 homes as her principal residences, she's accused of doing that to get cheaper and lower mortgage rates.
Yeah, so that coming from the attorney saying, no, well, she may have committed the fraud, but at least she told those guys about it, and they didn't point it out. So that's going to be her claim, I guess, from her attorney, Abby Lowell, making that claim.
That's going to be their defense. We told the Biden administration about it, but old Pops there was so drooling in his oatmeal that they decided not to do anything about it, and they knew about it. We told them that she did this, so what are you guys all upset about? That's an interesting strategy.
Yeah, it's an interesting strategy. Admit that you committed the crime and then say, but you can't fire me for committing the crime. Here is Byron Donalds responding to that as well. Cut number 4, talking about the mortgage fraud and explaining exactly why it matters so much. Cut 4.
Her lawyer said U.S. senators and Biden White House advisors could have asked about any of these alleged inconsistencies and contradictions when the Senate confirmed her. Are they basically admitting what she did is wrong?
Yeah, that's basically an admission trying to pass the buck on somebody else. Look, here's the deal. She defrauded a mortgage company. She said it was a primary residence. It was not. And I think it's important for people to understand the difference between a primary residence and a secondary residence is the amount of money you have to put down to buy the property. Under, current law, primary residence, you could put down 3%, 5% towards the purchase of the home. But when it's secondary property, you got to put down at least 20%. So we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars that she did not put down when she lied on a mortgage app saying that it was another primary residence. The fact that the Biden administration didn't catch her or didn't question it just demonstrates once again how inept the Biden administration was. But that does not mean that the president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, does not have cause to remove her.
Yeah. And again, the news of the investigation comes amid against the high-stakes legal fight that they're having with the Trump administration. One side saying, well, it has to be written out that it was for cause and you just can't make up cause. But, of course, Congress never verified or put down in writing exactly what cause has to look like. So it gives a lot of latitude to the president to say, well, you being under investigation for fraud seems like a pretty good cause for me to say you're out. So
for anybody.
Yeah.
All right, one more to go. Vinnie Mac's got some more news. Slick will give us an update on the game. And we've got probably the video of the day to get to. Live from Studio 6B right after this.
That's going to be the run of show.
Barkley just ran it right through.
Let me give a shout out to our Facebook.
Do you have that ready? Okay, so what do I need to do?
I wanted to shout out to our Facebook folks. I know we've been talking a lot about YouTube, and we know you guys are out there and supporting us, and we appreciate it very, very much. Dana Williams, Julian Martinez, Sherry Merrill's out there, Tracy Zambrano, Ricky Cope is out there, Lisa. Oh boy, Lisa, I'm going to try and pronounce it. Krakoska. Is that right, Lisa? Did I get that right? Krakoska. Yeah, Lisa Krakoska. I got it. Corey Welsh, Philip Huff. So many people. I see so many regulars out there and some new folks, so thank you so much.
Well, in the Twix chat, you got Kit Kat is in there, Farmer Brooke, of course. Cassie put on a suit saying goodnight, Gary. I guess Gary's signing off for the night. Gary Haas, maybe that's who he's talking about. Jolene Moore, Santa Fe Mockingjay, Rebecca B, Manny C, Sergeant Arby, Connie Lou, and Miller, among many others in the Twix chat. And, of course, my Rumblers. Rumble, Hot Dog 1966.
Hot Dogs? Oh, is that someone's name?
That's Hot Dog 1966.
Okay, I like it.
Shotzi is in there doing a little dance. Ed the Great.
Okay. I'll spin the numbers, you read the names.
The Hoser, 56. Rush the Band.
What do we need?
Patriot,
18. We need 18 people, right? 17. Okay.
Slick, did you get the jewelry that Sherry sent? She wants to know if you got a box.
Googly boogly.
No.
Jewelry box? He's saying no. Okay.
A jewelry box?
A box, some jewelry.
Did you? Oh, we didn't open
there was
something.
an unboxing we were supposed
we didn't
to
do the unboxing yet.
Did you get any feta cheese from anyone?
No. Yeah.
There's something there for you that you need to go check out.
Oh, okay. Wow, I got to check that out.
Yeah,
We're supposed to do an
cheese.
unboxing, right? Big D, you didn't get to that tonight, huh? The unboxing, the stuff that I brought in on the
No,
couch?
I'm not going to do it live on the show. We're going to do it and record it, and then I'll post it on socials.
Okay, there you go.
You see the shirt I got?
That's nice. Vinny, Matt, that looks good.
Yeah,
I like the stenciling on that.
Damon
Very
got
nice.
it for me.
Yeah.
All right, 13 to the hour, live from Studio 6B. Okay, here's what we have to do quick. We got to pick who are the participants from the live from Studio 6B audience to be on the Oddsmakers this year. All of you who sent your names in, we're going to roll right now, random number generator. We're going to pick the numbers, and Aaron's going to announce the winners. We need 17 more people. Farmer Brooks doing week 1. Here we go, Aaron.
Okay.
Winner number 1. Are you going to put this up so they can see that we're doing this?
Oh, yeah, okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, we're not going to put the names into Slick's hat?
Stand by.
We're not doing it the old-fashioned way. This is technology.
Stand by.
Okay, here we
All right,
go.
here we go. Winner number 1 is number 1.
Greg Kaywood, who was on last year.
Okay.
Rick Kaywood.
Here we go.
I need a
Winner number 2. Number 7.
Oh, it's my
Number
lucky number.
7, that is Patrick Collins.
Okay. Winner number 3 is number 15.
Number 15 is Edward Brown.
Okay. Winner
Ed
number,
Brown.
Winner number 4 is number 14.
Number 14 is Mr. Jones.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh,
winner
he's got a
number-
thing going on.
Winner
What
number
happened to Mrs.
5
Jones?
is number 5. Look at that.
Number 5 is Susan Kimball.
Number 6
we got a girl.
is number 3.
Nice.
Number 3, David Lacrosse.
Okay. Winner number 7
Wrong
is
sport.
number 14.
Number 4, well, we did that.
Did we?
Okay.
Yeah, we just did 4.
Number 13.
Gina, who was also on last year.
All right.
Oh,
Gina
Gina.
Valiva.
Winner number 8
How you doing?
is number 4.
How you doing, Gina?
Number 4,
Gina
that
from
is
Jersey.
Mike Hardy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Winner number 9 is number
Got it.
6.
That is Henry Maynor.
I was just going to say that. Henry
All
Maynard.
right.
Wow.
Winner number
Where are you?
10 is number 3.
We did that.
Okay. Number 5.
It's very unscientific.
We did that.
Okay. Number 12.
Ed Heidler.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting.
Number 7.
We did that.
Number 11.
Nancy Pierce and her daughter.
Okay.
A 2 for 1.
Number 1 we did.
Yep.
Number 11 we did.
Yep.
13.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. 2.
How are you generating?
Matt Miller.
Matt Miller.
Friend of the show.
How many is that?
Too many.
I think that's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need 5 more.
Okay.
We picked a couple doubles.
Number 18.
18. That is Robert McGuire.
All right. Number 5.
We did that.
Okay. Number 12.
We did that.
Okay. 14.
We did
it's just picking random numbers. 12.
It's
we
terrible
did.
at it.
We did that.
15.
Yeah, but set for
9.
Craig Bowen. Craig
Okay.
Bowen. Bowen?
13.
I don't know. We did that.
Okay. 21. That's new.
That is new. Steve Ryder.
Okay. And we need 2 more, right?
13 did it.
13.
5, 6, 7, 8,
2.
9, 10, 11, 12,
16.
14. 16. Mike W. I don't know how to say your last name, but
All
I know
right.
your email, so
and
it's okay.
the last one is 11. Did we do that?
11. We did that.
Okay. How about 5?
We did that.
Okay. How about 18?
We did that.
Really? 17.
Yes. That is Christine Basic K.
All right. There you go.
We need 1 more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How about 8?
Oh, no. Okay, that's Bob Mattioli.
All right. There you go. There's your odds makers. You all get an email from Aaron.
Okay.
And make sure you confirm that you're ready to do it, and we'll put you in your week. And we've got all 17 weeks now.
All the details will be in your inbox.
There we go.
That's awesome.
Vinnie Mac's here. Vinnie Mac, what else is on your mind in the news?
A couple of things. There is a lot of investigation going on now by the White House and the DOJ because they're befuddled over this auto pen thing. And what they're finding is a bunch of emails between folks in the Biden administration questioning whether Joe Biden actually approved any of these clemencies or full pardons that went out. Remember those mass numbers that went out for all these people. And people are not only questioning, did the big guy, approve these, but how could he possibly have approved all of these? And we didn't even provide him with the information. So they're digging into this deep, and this is a huge issue. One, it's probably one of the most controversial things I think I've ever heard happening in our government outside of just basic corruption we see every day from our government and senators and waste of money and so on. But this auto pen thing basically means that, the government was hijacked by an internal group of people, not the president, and they made decisions based on that, and they pre-pardoned all these people on top of it. So they have to uncover this entire thing on auto pen because what do we want to see happen here? We want to see those pardons and this auto pen and everybody who was pardoned via that to be unwound. That's what I want to see. So that's something that's getting a lot of juice, and that's been on my mind. And one other thing, talk about global warming. We talk about autism. We talk about all these issues of things we've been convinced by everybody are really happening. Well, the study just came out regarding sea levels. Then remember, we've been told the sea's rising and rising, and New York's going to be, Manhattan's going to be wiped out. Florida's going to be, half the state. I think it's going to be eaten up by water. All this stuff. Well, they're not rising. They're rising at very, very, very small numbers, nowhere near what the climate folks have been predicting, nowhere near from what all the, well, forget about what Al Gore said. Just nothing Al Gore said, has come true. But that's a big thing. We're finally hearing about studies that contradict this entire climate change, hoax that's been going on. It's another one of these political movements to get money out there, which is what the Biden administration did. They threw money out in the billions to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that had something that somehow, by the way, found their way to nonprofits and other people in the government that actually made a lot of money. Let's create something, scare the hell out of everybody, can you say COVID? And then a lot of other people get rich because of it. So I'm glad to see a study actually coming out with scientific backing that provides some clarity to this. And I don't doubt that pollution has an effect on our environment. I'm all for anything that protects our wildlife and our air, our water, and all of these things. But it's just clear to me that they have created these hoaxes, and they're going to be found out one by one. We've cut their money off, but now we're starting to expose scientific studies that back up the opposite of what they're saying. So that caught my eye, and I thought it was worth noting.
All right, let's get to the most crazy 34 seconds of the day. Cut 5, Aaron. Roll that.
the notion that rights don't come from laws and don't come from the government, but come from the creator, that's what the Iranian government believes. It's a theocratic regime that bases its rule on Shia law and targets Sunnis, Baha'is, Jews, Christians, and other religious minorities. And they do it because they believe that they understand what natural rights are from their creator. So the statement that our rights do not come from our laws or our governments is extremely troubling.
What he said is extremely troubling.
I mean,
the way he looks is extremely troubling.
Yeah, that's
I mean, this guy has obviously, has he ever heard of the Declaration of Independence?
I don't think so.
I mean, we used to make fun of old Joe, who used to try to recite it. All men are created equal by the thing. You know the thing. Mm-hmm. But at least Joe actually probably understood it better than obviously Tim Kaine understands that one of the core foundational principles of the country is just that. And he thinks it's troubling and theocratic.
Yeah.
I mean, this is when you say the Democrat Party hates America, the Democrat Party hates America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty clear.
Definitely.
And they're not shy about it these days.
Definitely.
There's no holding back anymore.
No.
Right? They have let it out. The gates are open.
I mean, that is a crazy 34 seconds. Crazy town. That's crazy town right there.
Yeah. Legit.
If it wasn't so serious, I would have made it a crazy town. All right, as always, we salute our military, active and active police, firefighters, first responders, EMTs. Slick, good luck with the rest of this game. You're in there looking good.
21-20.
Thanks, boys, on the show. Aaron, Fran, great job as always. We will see you tomorrow night live at the America First Warehouse, 8 p.m. right here live from Studio 6B. We'll see you then, everybody.